Hi guys, welcome back to another video with Pratham Test Prep. This is your host Sanjeev Bhatia again, and we are back with a very important video today. That is the 3-day plan and what you should do in these last 3 days. All on 5 times 9 75392. Okay, if you are not a part of our Telegram channel, do make sure that you subscribe to our Telegram channel. Now coming to the first and very important part for this video. Hi guys, hello. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Okay. I guess people can hear me now. I hope it is better for everyone. If you can't hear me, you can definitely drop a message in your chat box also if that is possible for you. Please kindly do that. Okay, so if you are planning to give the CLAT examination, do make sure that you are solving the mocks at least 1 to 2 mocks every day, and make sure that you give at least 5 to 6 mocks and you analyze them also before going for the examination. Also, keep revising what you have studied till now. Learning new things will be something that will be risky business. So do make sure that you are revising what you have studied till now. Okay, now focus more on studying what you have done already. That means revise the topics that you have studied already. Okay guys, if you have a lag on the video, please make sure that you're writing on the channel so that I can see it. So I hope the lag is over. Everybody can hear me properly and I am clear to everyone. I hope that's good enough. Chaliye, theek hai. So next is that GK. If you are studying GK, make sure that you are revising the GK and you are not trying to learn new things, because retaining new things will be pretty difficult at this hour. Make sure that you are reading the GK very properly and you are revising it. You are not trying to learn new things. Okay, next is, before you go in the examination, you need to make a plan how you are going to solve the examination, how you are going to solve the paper, what will be your strategy for the final day, right? So do make sure that you are making a plan right now. So revising, writing mocks, practicing is the only thing that you should do in the next 3 days. Nothing more than this. Trying to learn new things is gonna be not beneficial at all. You are going to lose a lot of time in doing that, and also you'll be wasting a lot of effort. Now polish the things that you have already done. Do make sure that you are revising all the things right now, because that's the most important thing for your paper. Don't do anything else. Don't try to make new things up. Don't try to learn new things up. Revise what you've already done. Now, what shouldn't be done if you are going for this paper in these next 3 days? Stop thinking about the result of the exam. Okay, don't think what will be the result. क्या आपका NLU में admission होगा नहीं होगा, जो भी होगा, कितनी रैंक आएगी, क्या मेरिट में नाम आएगा नहीं आएगा, ये सब आप पेपर के ऊपर छोड़े. आप थोड़ा सा भगवान पे भी विश्वास रखना पड़ेगा आपको. You have to believe in yourself. Stop thinking about the result of the paper. Start trying to understand that revising is gonna make all the difference. If you don't revise, you are going to land up in a very difficult spot for yourself. Now next is, some students are taking too much stress. Sir, क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, क्यों होगा? Don't think that. Just don't take too much stress. Stay a little light. Make yourself feel good. Eat what you like. And also make sure that you are taking care of your health in the next 3 days. You're sleeping properly. You are practicing to write the mock test between 3 to 5 p.m. when your CLAT exam is going to happen. Find out when is your CLAT exam and start writing your mock test at that time, so that your brain is trained in the next 4 days that you have to write the paper and you get on your highest productivity. Okay, so make sure you are doing this also. Now, the first news for the day that we have for today is Indian officer Anwar Hussain Sheikh is the new chair of the WTO committee, and Indian government officer is Mr. Anwar Hussain Sheikh. Now he will take the role from Elisa Maria Omleda de Angelro from Mexico, right? So this is a very, very big organization, that is the World Trade Organization, and Indian officer is on the new chair. WTO is a 164 member multilateral body which was formulated rules for global exports and imports and disputes between the countries on trade related issues. Now, India is a member since 1995. So that is what you need to know about this also. Now, Andhra bauxite mining dispute. There was a dispute that was going on, and there was a claim that was filed by Ras Al Khama, which is the Rakia group, against the Indian government for USD 273 worth of damages that were being able to be paid by the Andhra Pradesh government, being dismissed by the International Dispute Resolution Center for Arbitration and Mediation, that is called the IDRC. Now, what is the bauxite supply agreement? In the year 2007, there was a memorandum of understanding that was signed between the state government of Andhra Pradesh and also Rakia's Indian partner Penna Group, okay, for the supply of Buxar ore for the aluminium smelter and refinery at the Vishakhapatnam plant. Now, there was agreement of 224 million tons of bauxite were to be supplied from Jalrera Group of Mines in the forest. In April 2016, the agreement was scrapped by the Telugu Desam party, alleging that there were irregularities in the allotment of bauxite. Now, this was the issue that was being faced. If you want to read about it, you can read more. Otherwise, this is all that you need to know about this issue also. Now, coming to Delhi High Court, verdict on marital rape. There was a two-judge division bench that gave this judgment on 11th of May, delivering a split verdict on batch of petitions seeking the criminalizing of marital rape. Now, what did the judges say? I'm sorry, Justice C. Harishankar, opposing the criminalizing of marital rape, said that legitimate expectation of sex is an inexorable aspect of marriage. He held that the validity of exception 2 of section 375 of the Indian Penal Code. Next is Rajiv Shekhar, said that he's supporting the criminalizing of the marital rape, and however both the judges agreed on granting a certificate of leave to appeal to Supreme Court as petitions involve substantial question of law which requires a decision from the Supreme Court. So there is a lot to be decided yet. So what is the section 375 of the Indian Penal Code says? It constitutes the rape by a man according to the exception 2 of the section 375 of the IPC. Sexual intercourse by a man with his wife is not rape. According to the act, the wife should not be under 15 years of age. However, in this 2017, Supreme Court increased the age to 18 years. Now, what is the petition all about? It is about Delhi High Court challenged the exceptions provided under the marital rape, under the section 375, which is marital rape. And the petitions also called the exceptions unconstitutional because it violates the fundamental rights of women. Now, coming to the petition, who has opposed the petition? An NGO called Men Welfare Trust has opposed the petition. Why the petitions were opposed? Because it argues that intercourse between a husband and a wife cannot be treated similar to a non-marital relationship because marriage implies consent. Now, is marital rape defined by Indian laws? No, it is not. How is marital rape treated around the world? Around 77 countries criminalize marital rape through law. 10 countries, including India, Singapore, and Sri Lanka, explicitly allow marital rapes. Now, UIDAI on using Aadhaar in criminal investigation. So, Unique Identification Authority of India, that is UIDAI, has told the Delhi High Court that fingerprints found at the crime scene cannot be matched against the Aadhaar database to identify criminals. Why did UIDAI object to use fingerprints for identifying criminals? Because there is no core biometric information that is collected under the Act shall be shared with anyone for any reason. Also, the regulation 3 of the Aadhaar sharing of information regulation says core biometric information collected by the authority under the Act shall not be shared with anyone for any reason whatsoever. What is core biometric information? According to Aadhaar Act, core biometric information includes fingerprints and iris scans. Those are your lenses scan, जो आपके eye retina को scan करते हैं. Those are called the iris scans. In what cases informations can be disclosed? In section 33 of the Aadhaar Act says that the identity information or authentication records can be disclosed if such an order is made by the High Court or Supreme Court judge after giving an opportunity of hearing to the UIDAI and the Aadhaar holder. However, this provision also says that core biometric information shall not be disclosed under the subsection. So that is something that you need to understand. Now, what is the information that can be shared under the section 33 of the Aadhaar Act? Information such as photography, demographic information, and authentication records of an Aadhaar holder can be shared by UIDAI under section 33 of the Aadhaar Act in 2016. Now, what is UIDAI? It is the Unique Identification Authority of India. It is a statutory authority established under the provisions of the Aadhaar and Financial Other Subsidies Benefits Act of 2016. It is established under the Ministry of Electronic Information. Now, what is the responsibility of UIDAI? Under the Aadhaar Act 2016, UIDAI is responsible for Aadhaar enrollment and authentication, developing the policy, procedure, and system for issuing Aadhaar numbers to individuals and performing authentications. Now, there was a final order of the J&K delimitation panel. Recently, there was a delimitation commission on Jammu and Kashmir signed its final order, redrawing the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly constituencies. Who is the head of the delimitation commission? There is a 3-member delimitation commission and headed by Justice Ranjan Desai, who's the ex-officio member. Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra was the ex-officio chairman, and now the person would have changed because the ex-state election commissioner has also changed. The chief election commissioner has changed. Now, what is the responsibility of the delimitation commission? Is to going for assembly and parliamentary constituencies in union territories of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, what is the census that is being considered? 2011 census, because the census in 2021 is delayed. Now, the delimitation exercise was carried out under which act? It was carried out by the provisions of Part 4 of Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act of 2019. How many assembly seats were there in undivided state of Jammu and Kashmir? The undivided state of Jammu and Kashmir had 87 assembly seats, of which Ladakh had 4 seats, Jammu region had 37, Kashmir had 46. Okay, how many assembly seats did the delimitation commission propose? The delimitation commission proposed increasing the number of seats in the union territories from 83 to 90. Now, how many seats were proposed for SCs and STs? 9 assembly seats for STs and 7 seats for SCs. Okay, then this is the end of this slide. Do make sure that you hit on the like, share, and subscribe button, and also do make sure that you are solving all the mock tests in the last 3 days and also analyzing them properly. That is something which is really, really important for you guys. Do make sure that you are revising all these things that I've told you. Do revise your GK, start revising your concepts, and just solve a lot of questions. That is something which is very important for you guys. Thanks for joining this live session. Do take care of yourself and also stay happy and stay healthy, and all the best for your examination, guys. Bye-bye. Take care of yourself.